Hey y'all, it's Anna. Welcome back to my channel. We're here for Love After Lockup Season 4, Episode 7. What are you hiding? Okay, Taylor and Chance. So we pick up where we left off at the last episode, and Bobby done left. And Taylor is upset. She crying. So she go back in the room, and Chance sitting there on his phone. And what happened? She gone. Like, his whole demeanor is, I don't give a fuck, but the words that he's saying out of his mouth is, oh, I'm so sorry, that she left. But then he also says, but if people were meant to be around, they wouldn't just leave. And I'm just like, that right there shows that you don't really give a damn about what happened between her and between Taylor and Bobby. He don't give a damn. And I just want to know who, like, what is the isolation process for? Like, who is it for? Because it feels like you isolating her so you can do other shit. And I don't know if you're trying to do shit to them kids or if you're trying to do shit to Taylor, because you already being abusive, if you ask me. But it seemed like something more sinister is gonna happen now that Bobby done left. And Taylor says that this is the first time Bobby has left in 2 years that they've been living with each other. She said she's never just up and left. And they done got Bobby on the phone, and Bobby was like, I heard everything y'all said, and for you to sit up here and let him say that I can't watch the kids is bullshit. So I'm done with it. And she hang up the phone. Then Taylor tells us that Bobby has OD'd several times, and once she had to be resuscitated. And I just pray that Bobby don't go back out there and start using again. Like, but Taylor, this is your fault. Not to say that if your sister goes back out there and get on drugs, that would be your fault. But what I'm saying is, you done let this man come in and disrupt your whole family. Disrupt your whole life. He been out, what's this, going on about a week for them, and he done already stirred up all this chaos. Girl, please, you need to leave his ass. You need to let him go. You need to put him out your house. I've been telling you this since the first week. You need to get that man out of your house, because he's up to something, whether you know it or not, or understand it or not. The viewing public can see that he's trying to isolate you from the person that know him for his works. And child, I'm sorry. Then Chance get in a confessional and says, yeah, well, I didn't, mean to do this. Meanwhile, he looking down the whole time. I didn't really mean to do this, and Taylor didn't deserve that, and Bobby didn't deserve it either. I said, you was a lying sack of crap. Real talk. Because I don't believe you. I don't believe nothing you saying. The fact that you looking down, it ain't because you shame, it's because you lied. And you trying to keep a straight face. Because you really want to smile. Because this was your goal. You wanted to get Bobby out of that house. So you could start doing silly shit that Bobby wouldn't let your ass get away with. Because Bobby look like she'll fight you. Taylor ain't gonna fight you, I don't believe. But I also didn't believe that she was going to be as sassy as she be with you sometimes. So, then again, maybe she will. However, Bobby absolutely would have got out with you. Child, moving on. Chaz and Brandon. So, they go and get married. And after they sit in a car, I guess, on their way to the chapel. And he's so excited. He just like, he wanna damn near go and sit in her lap, because he's saying, oh, I'm so excited, to marry you. I'm so excited to start our life together. And then he keep trying to kiss her. So he gave her a peck the first time. And then the second time he go in for the kiss, because he was itching to do it. It was weird and awkward to look at. He was trying to put his tongue down her throat, and I'm looking at her mouth. First of all, it was disgusting. I'm looking at her mouth trying to do like a regular kiss. Meanwhile, he got his tongue in her pursed lips. Like, we not there, sir. Like, I'm sorry. I honestly believe that when they do have sex, he gonna bust quick as hell. Like, I'm sorry if that is too much for some of y'all, but let's just be real. He damn near finna, you know what, on himself in the car. Because he's too thirsty to put his tongue down her throat. It was nasty. She felt super uncomfortable. Just like I felt super uncomfortable. I'm officially sure that I do not believe that this lady really like him. It's either she gonna deal with it because it's gonna be some stability for her, or she up to no good as well. And I honestly, that I'm still unsure about. But what I am sure about, she don't like this man for real. Like, sorry for shaking the camera, y'all. The tripod and the table, both shaky as hell. I apologize. I'm trying not to do so much moving. So she tells her as they driving that, you know, he got some goodies in the back for her. He done got this girl some long Uggs. They was cute. He got her some lashes, lash glue. He got her a phone. And he got a card, a debit card. Name already on it. He said he gonna, you know, put some money on there for expeditiously. And I'm just like, child, she perked up. Because at first she was in the car like, I'm really doing this, huh? That's what it was giving. It was giving, damn. Like, do I really want stability? Because I ain't feeling this. Because everything he's saying, it seems like she just is turned off. I'm turned off. Because I don't understand why people want to date out of their league. Like, I do understand. However, sometimes you got to know you a 5 and try to get with other 5s. You can't be a 5 and try to get with a 10. If y'all understand what I'm saying, like, I'm not trying to, I'm really not trying to be shady, but he needed a lame cornball such as himself. He seems like he often goes for women that wouldn't go for him. And the fact that he's a Marine and he got some coin, then 9 times out of 10, these women be like, I mean, I'm not attracted to him, but yeah, I sleep with him a couple of times just to, you know, if I'm getting some money out of the deal. I feel like that's what's been happening to him the last 4 times, and it's about to happen to you a 5th time, because then she tells us the reason why they're rushing to get married is not because she loves him, and not because she's so excited to get married and she just can't wait. She's has to get married in order to move to the state that her partner wants her to live in. But just so happens that the state that her partner lives in is the same state that, okay, so she's moving in with her best friend Jessica's baby daddy. Don't know if they're in a relationship currently. However, why you go parole over there? I'm so curious. Like, if you get out and you get married to this man and the reason for you to move to Kentucky was because that's where your spouse lives, then help me understand why you didn't parole to your spouse's place of residence. Like, am I tweaking? Drop that in the comments and let me know if I'm tweaking or not. Because it's starting to feel like a scheme that Todd set up to come to us with the bullshit. So, who was that? Shout out to Bertha. One of them. Shout out to one of Candy aunties that said that. It's not making sense to me. And then, first of all, okay, so let's get to the wedding. They get married, and first of all, I hate her ring. Why did you buy that? I don't understand why he ain't buy no, like a ring, like a stud, like a stud. I don't know. I just didn't like it and I wouldn't have wanted it. Maybe that's what she wanted. I hated it. So after they get married, this is how I know she don't like this man. Then it's either she don't like him or she does like him, and the more and more he says, the more unattractive she becomes to him, because he's just so giddy. Like, y'all saw him. If you watched this episode, you saw how jittery and giddy he was, and like he about to, you know what, on himself. That's how that's how he acting. Will you calm down? He says, "Oh, I love you so much, it hurts," and she was like, "Oh God." And they both looking at the camera awkwardly, and I'm just like, yeah, I feel like both of y'all in for a wild ass ride, and I'm here for it. Kevin and Tiffany. So, Kevin, they open up their scene with Kevin taking Tiffany to a tattoo shop. He's gonna drop her off. She says it's a stress reliever for her. So she's gonna meet up with an old friend, and whose name happens to be Kayla. They were friends in high school, but Kayla said she ended up, stopped talking to Tiffany because Tiffany was into too much shit, and she like, I'm not with none of that you on. So I'm gonna be over here, like, we cool, but I'm not gonna be kicking it with you because I don't want to go to jail. And I don't blame you, Kayla. That was very smart of you. So, they end up catching up, and of course, they talk about what happened between Kayla asks Tiffany how was it getting out, and she tells her what happened between Kurt, Kev, and herself, and she like Kurt from high school, Kurt that be on Facebook and he's an asshole and he posts fight videos all the time. That Kurt? And she like, yeah. And I'm just like, that's so ironic that all you do is post fight videos, and then the first opportunity you get a fight on live television, you get knocked out. That is so unfortunate. Like, how do you feel being a fight video lover? And this is the fight video of yours that's going around. Like, how do you explain that to your people? Because they in them comments. I promise you they in them comments and they wondering why. Not only are they wondering why, but they frying your ass. Like, I know you getting baked in them comments. And that's so unfortunate for you. But you like, out your chin. Like, that man was playing with you. He wasn't playing with you. Anyway. So Tiffany says, yeah, I end up going home with the man that didn't get his ass knocked out. And Kayla is looking like, see, bitch, this is why I stopped messing with your ass to begin with. So, they wrap up, and she ends up going back home. And when they get back home, Kevin and Tiffany decide to, go walk the dogs. He's like, I know you ain't had a chance to go for a walk in a long time, so let's go out and take the dogs out. Meanwhile, the hoes is blowing up his phone. Kayla and whatever other chick that he's talking to. Not the friend Kayla, but his ex Kayla. So, I'm just really feeling like she can't be mad. Like, Tiffany, why you mad, boo? You sat up here and had Kurt pick you up from the jail. And then, not only did you have him pick you up from the jail, you totally ignored Kevin when he came up there. Then the only reason you wanted to leave with him was because Kurt got knocked out. On top of that, you trying to lie to him and us by saying, oh, he was just a friend. But, like, did you not know that they recorded you kissing that man in the mouth? We saw you lean over and kiss Kurt. So how was that just your friend? You tried to finagle this man, and now you're upset that he ain't let his hoes go, because I honestly believe that he was going to let him go. And if he wasn't going to, really let him go, he was actually proactively trying to wean himself off bitches, because he was serious about you. He stopped talking to his Sunday cut. And then you got out with the bullshit. And now it's curtains for you, boo. Like, he finna move how he wanna move. And like, you can't be mad at him, sis. Like, I don't understand. So she ended up asking who all these bitches blowing up your phone. And he kept it a buck with her. Like, I'm still talking to the bitches I was talking to before. And then he brings up Kurt, and it's just like, yeah, bitch, what did you think? You thought you was going to play me in my face and then get parole to my house and I'm not going to do what I want to do? Like, fuck out of here. You knew who I was. I was trying to be different, but bitch, you showed me that I can't be different. So, that's why fuck boys continue to be fuck boys, because you bitches get out here and do goofy shit like that and make us look bad. Now it's all you bitches like that. No, them bitches like that. Don't put that on us, because it's not us. Anyway, child. So she go in the house, lock his ass out with the two tiny dogs. Why he got them little ass dogs, y'all? I never said anything about that, but I've been thinking about it. Why is his dogs that small? It's hilarious. Anyway, she go in the house and she pack up her shit. He like, man, let me in the house, bro. So she eventually let him in. Continues to pack her things, and she like, it's not about Kurt. It's not about Kurt, because he keep bringing Kurt up, but it is about Kurt, because you played me in front of Kurt. So now I'm gonna play you in front of the world, like you played me in front of the world. But my get back gonna be greater, because you was paroled to my house. Like, what was the plan? I don't understand what the plan was. I'm finna start talking shit. Let me calm down. I'll be going on a tangent in my mind. She's upset, and she's packing her things, and she leaves. And I'm just like, the bitch will be back. She's just going around the corner to smoke a square. Get her mind right. She'll be back. She ain't got nowhere else to go. Where she gonna go? You're paroled there. I'm gonna look it up. I promise y'all, because I need to stop saying that. I'm actually going to look up how long can you parole, or how long does it take for you to change your parole residence, if that's even possible. I'm find out, and I'm gonna chime in. If one of y'all know, drop down in the comments and let me know. Moving on to Kayla and Martell. So they open up with Kayla on the phone. There's a lot of Kaylas this episode. I'm tired. Kayla is on the phone with Martell, and they both ready for him to get out of the halfway house. And of course, they end up bringing up the conversation about why she said she doesn't want to be passive in their relationship, and she wants them to have a healthy relationship, so we need to talk about things. And he like, I ain't never meant, that you was no trifling woman. I understand that. But, we not gonna dwell on the past. And it's just like, why you keep downplaying it? But if she gonna let it slide, then I'm gonna let it slide too. So then she tells us in the confessional that he apologized. And I'm just like, he should have apologized to you on camera, because that's where he disrespected you. So that's where the apology should have been. And not only that, I hope the apology was just as loud as the disrespect was, because that's what I would have needed from Martell. So they set up a scene, because this was a produced ass scene, because this didn't make any sense to me. They just needed a reason for Kayla and Martell's cousin to meet up, because they decided to go to a cleaning supply store, and I'm just like, I guess, because then when the camera crew walked in and Kayla walked in, the cousin, which her name is Bobo, by the way, and I just like, what part of the South are you guys from? I need to know that. I've heard of a man Bobo, but a woman Bobo. What part of the South y'all from? I want to know. So Bobo is talking to, I forgot what she said, but it was something she said that led me to believe that y'all weren't even in the middle of a conversation before production walked in. Like, they said, and scene. Yeah, so you got washing solution for this here. And then Kayla walk in, and then the conversation stops. I'm just like, why y'all playing? Like, y'all couldn't do better than this. Who produced this scene? Because it was trash. So Cuz ended up saying that she don't really know Kayla like that. She only seen her at a few family functions, but they never had no one-on-one interaction. And she asked her, what's the 411 on you and my cousin? Like, what's the deal? And she ends up also asking, like, what's your biggest fear? Kayla says that she don't like sneaky. And the cousin ends up telling us that Martell get hoes. Like, that's what he known for. Getting hoes. And Cuz end up, she said that's his rep, and she was like, and then they flip over to her and Kayla, and she's telling Kayla, like, yeah, I don't really know what to say, because the hoes is out here, and they know he been locked up for a long time, and he got that good meat. And then Kayla was like, girl, what's good meat? And she said, that good dick. And I'm just like, about your cousin, though? That is so weird to me. That's weird. I'm sorry. I would never tell somebody that my cousin got good meat. I don't want to know that. That's something that you and my cousin need to discuss. It's weird to me. And then she gets Bobo get in her confessional and say, like, yeah, I don't think it's a good idea, because I done been there, done that with a man that just got out of jail. The man been out I've been with somebody that been out 13 years, and of course they say they're gonna commit and do this and this and that, but he been locked up so long, like, he's bound to get around. And I'm just like, cousin, why you ain't tell Kayla? But I can't say that because I've been harping on loyalty between Tisha and Kiki, but I feel like this, I don't know. Cuz said, I ain't finna throw my cousin under the bus, but I think you dumb as hell. That's why she asked you how old you was. And you talking about old enough. And it's just like, no, bitch, you ain't old enough. Because you ought to know that he ain't shit. Like, y'all don't see. Y'all don't be seeing what we be seeing. We see it. We've seen it. Because Kayla and Martell got introduced on Love After Lockup, not Love During Lockup. How do you not understand that we can see that he ain't shit and he's more than likely talking to other women, but you can't see it? Cuz said, I ain't finna get into that. What you think he gonna think about all this stuff you done got here for the cleaning? And she said, oh, I think he gonna be real happy. He gonna be so excited. And she, this was another thing. Kayla also tells us that he told her that he done with the threesomes and everything, and he don't want to do all that no more. And I'm just like, you believe that? And that man was in jail for 13 years. He been in that since he was 24. In his prime. That man is now 37. Come on now, sis. Like, niggas will tell you anything. You should know that. Maybe you would know that had you lived your life, but this man has hindered you so much that you probably haven't even got out there in the dating scene to even understand how these niggas be. For yourself. You might have heard about it, but you ain't never had it firsthand, because you've been waiting on this. I'm sorry. They end up spending $312 on them stupid ass groceries. I'm like, and I hope that production paid for it, because that was stupid. Moving on. Lacie and Swan. So they end up having sex. He said they had sex 3 times that night, and he give her a B. I'm like, that ain't bad. I'll do a B. It ain't a C. I feel slighted with a C. B or then he says he finna take his first shower, and I'm just like, I be so unclear about these days, but I feel like you should have had a shower by now, especially if y'all had sex 3 times. He said this gonna be his first shower. I'm like, something about this feels disgusting. Like, I'm sorry, but it does. So he says he's in the mood for a breakfast burrito. I loves me a good breakfast burrito, y'all, with some eggs, some bacon, a little cheese. But she fucked it up because it looked dry. Like, she had the healthy amount of bacon. The eggs look decent. However, you ain't cooked that tortilla, ma'am. You just threw that tortilla, you warmed it up for 3 seconds on each side, and then you rolled it. No, that wasn't how you were supposed to do that. You were supposed to grill it a little bit more than that. You're supposed to have a little crisp, little crunch on it. Sorry, that's how I personally would have wanted. I don't want no dry ass, bready ass flour. I already don't like flour tortillas, and you ain't even cooked the damn flour tortilla. Like, girl. But he said he liked it. He said it was flame-o. I'm not flame-o. Oh, my battery's low. So she ends up explaining to him why she didn't really want him to go and see his mother when he first got out. And hold on, y'all, let me get a charger. Sorry. So Lacie explains to Swan that her reasoning for not really feeling, So Lacie explains to Antoine why she didn't want him to, go and kick it with his mama when he first got out. Because she said, the last time I seen your mammy, she was drunk as hell. And I'm just nervous that you gonna get around her and you gonna think it's turn up time. And I'm just like, did you not buy this man some marijuana and toast it up to his ass getting out of jail on his first day out? What do you mean? Would that not be an indicator for him to, would that not trigger something? I'm sorry. You had already bought the alcohol and the weed, ma'am. So why would his mama drinking and smoking with him be any different? I'm sorry. Can y'all tell me what the difference is? Because I don't know. She just ain't featuring that mama because mama ain't featuring her right now. And I'm just like, both of y'all at this point need to get over that shit. If she want to be dumb and date your son and your son ain't shit, let her. But Lacie was right. You're obsessed with him. And that's why you can't let her. He's already told us that that's why ain't none of his relationships worked out, because of his mama. She don't like nobody. And because you one of them mamas that think your kid is your man as well. And that's weird. Y'all need to stop doing that shit. Please. I really urge you guys to stop doing that shit. So, what else happened with them? They end up going on a date. She got him outside of his comfort zone. He was able to go inside a place that they played golf. I don't know if anybody is familiar with Top Golf, but it was like you half on the inside, half on the outside, and you get to tee the ball, from where you are out into the field. And it show you on the screen, how far your ball went, all of that. It's really fun. If you haven't been, you should go. So the date was cute. He was able to be around people and not be so anxious. And after they do that, they go to a car dealership. Do y'all know this man, this lady finna buy this boy a car? And I'm just like, for what? So you finna pay for gas and a note if he get a note, and for his license and for his stickers. Like, you finna pay for all of that because he don't have a job. And with his track record, it might be a little difficult for him to go and find a job. Just like, what is wrong with y'all? Like, what really be wrong with y'all? I don't be understanding it. She says she ain't paying for the whole thing. He said he got some of his stimulus check and then she gonna put the rest on. And it's just like, that's not gonna be enough to sustain the car. But if you say so, sis. So the salesman end up asking them, so whose name is the car about to be in? And she say, oh, put it in his name. And he like, nah, put it in her name. And she like, no, I don't want you, to end up getting no BS. And then now my name is on the line. And he like, oh, so you gonna trust me now? And the salesman's like, I'll give you 2 seconds. Just go over there. So he leaves. And she like, nah, bruh. Like, I'm not gonna put my car on your name. He like, but I'm telling you that I'm not gonna go and do nothing stupid. Like, the fact that you don't trust me is a problem for me. So they're at an impasse. And my thing is, both of y'all stupid. Because, sir, didn't you go to jail? Didn't your fuckers just get out of jail for stealing cars? Ain't that what you usually go to jail for? You got in the damn car and said, I want to steal this motherfucker. I really do. So bad. But I'm not, because I don't want to go to jail. Like, and then, ma'am, you stupid. Because as far as I'm concerned, his ass would have been on the bus. If you want to chauffeur him around so bad, you need to either drive him or you need to get his ass an Uber pass. Because who? Why would you even, if you know that he's been, like, you, how did you not understand that this was going to create an issue? The fact that he been locked up for stealing cars, then you take him to go get a car, but you don't want to put it in your name because he been locked up for stealing cars. I know I ain't stupid. I'm sorry. We gonna move on from them. That's why I don't like talking about them. Because this is a dumbass story. Dumbass storyline. Like, but I guess if we gonna continue on with them, then it is what it is. Moving on. Rick and Radine. Child. So the whole family done packed up in the van, and the pickup truck actually, and they going to pick up Radine from the halfway house. She was waiting outside when they pulled up. Mama said, as soon as y'all say I can leave, I don't care what kind of coat I do or do not have, and I don't care how long I got to wait outside. I'm not about to be in here. I'm finna go. I'll stand outside and wait the rest of my time. I said, I know that's right. She said, I don't want to be here another second than I have to. Rick said he's excited to see her. However, he doesn't really trust her, and he said the trust has been broken and he needs to rebuild that trust. And I'm just like, boy, she don't even like you like that to even care about rebuilding trust with you. Like, what are you talking about right now, Rick? Like, you taking this way more seriously than I feel like Radine is. But anyway, they go out to eat, and I believe somebody end up asking what are they doing after this. And Rick says Netflix and chill. And she's like, not that kind of Netflix and chill, because the insinuation was sexual. And I'm just like, why do y'all do that in front of y'all? Like, this ain't the first show that y'all have, like, inappropriate conversations. First of all, it's inappropriate for the table. I don't want to think about that while I'm trying to order my food. Secondly, do y'all make sex jokes with your parents? I don't. It's weird to me. But then Daddy follows up with, because then she orders a drink, and apparently it has no alcohol in it. You know, we call them virgin drinks. And he like, well, you ain't been a virgin in a real long time. And I'm just like, well, that's why they're comfortable to make these jokes. But it's strange. It's really strange. So they end up talking about urges, and Dad end up asking Radine, how she's gonna, what she's gonna do when she wants to use. And she said, call someone. And he said, you call me. And I'm like, this is where this drops the ball. Because then she looks directly at her father. She not even, when she first was talking, she was engaging the whole table. Then she looks directly at her father, and she says, yeah, because that's why I want to parole to your house. That's why I'm glad I'm paroling to your house, because I know you'll always be right in the next room. And as soon as she said that, Rick is sitting there looking stupid and uncomfortable, as he usually does, because again, she likes to bring up, like, she have conversations as if the shit has already been talked about amongst her and Rick. Like, she said it so casually, as if it was cool. And I feel like Rick should only be mad at that aspect of it. The fact that the way she bring the shit up. Other than that, you can't be mad that that girl do not want to parole to your house. Daddy said he wanted to keep his good eye on her for the first 6 months to a year. Oh, and Ray Dean also asked to that and said she wants to be around her father because he has health issues. And, you know, Rick agrees, but he also says that I thought that I, you know, made a stable environment for you to be in and to recover in, and I will be there for you. And the thing is this, Rick. She don't like you like that. I feel like, and this is my opinion, I feel like the reason that she started messing with you in the first place is because she had daddy issues. Her daddy has been on drugs. Is seeming like majority of her life, and now he's back in her life and he's healthy and he wants to be a father to her. So she don't need you anymore. She was trying to fill a void. And yeah, she was willing to sleep with you and all of that. But when she was in jail, you were giving her money, you know, and she knew you. Like, she had a personal relationship with you, I guess, outside of before she went to jail. However, like, you met that girl when she was 19. Her mind has probably changed, at least a little bit, between 19 and 29 to understand that my daddy back. So I don't really need this old ass nigga. I don't need him. And, you know, it was cool, but she could take or leave you, Rick. She's more concerned about Kay than she is you. It always gets rounded back to Kay, and she tell you every time that Kay ain't going nowhere. And she told you that you could get lost if you ain't with it. So what you not understanding? I don't feel bad for you because she was an 18-year-old girl. I mean, 18, 19, tomato. It don't matter. She wasn't old enough to be with your old ass because you were 40. And that's nasty. It's giving pedo. Personally. So, let it go and go find somebody your own damn age. Like, she clearly is not featuring you. And she keep telling you, like, she keep getting further and further away from your ass. And you not picking it up. She dropped bombs on you every other day, it seeming like. So, why are you continuing to hold on? She don't see it for you. She's just not that into you. And Daddy is absolutely off camera in her ear. Like, I wish you would leave that old ass man alone. Like, I don't understand what that's about. We damn near the same age. Like, it's weird. Can we cut it? Child, that is all I had. This has been Love After Lockup. I have been Anna. Thank you guys so much for joining me. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know what you thought about this episode, and I'll see you guys in the next one.